You know, in the world of SAP, we're talking one of the most powerful business systems on the planet. There are really two kinds of people. You've got the players, the ones on the ground executing the daily tasks, and then you've got the architects, the ones who actually design the entire game. So the big question is, which one are you?
All right, just think about this for a second. It sounds like straight up magic, right? A warehouse worker just points a scanner at a pallet, you hear that little beep, and bam! Instantly, somewhere out there in the digital ether, a multi-billion-dollar company's entire financial record just changed. How is that even possible?
Okay, so to unravel this so-called magic, we're going to follow a single pallet of steel. Let's track its journey as it arrives at this Cerial Car Manufacturing company. It's a simple, everyday task, but believe me, it's going to reveal the secrets of the entire system.
So, this pallet's journey, it follows a pretty standard business process, what they call procure to pay. It's really just four main steps. First, someone realizes they need steel. Then, the company makes a promise to buy it. Next, the steel physically shows up at the factory in Cambridge. And finally, the bill gets paid. Simple as that.
And here it is. This is the moment we've been building up to. The truck backs in, the worker unloads that pallet of steel, they point the scanner, and beep, right there in that exact instant. And get this, without anyone in the finance department even touching a keyboard, the system automatically posts a financial journal entry. Just like that, the company's assets have officially gone up.
So yeah, that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? How is this actually possible? Well, it's not magic. It's all about architecture. And this is where we're going to shift gears. We're going to stop looking at what happens and start diving into how it was all designed to happen from the very beginning.
Well, here's the secret. Long before anyone even thought about ordering that steel, the entire company was meticulously mapped out. Think of it like a digital blueprint for the whole organization. And this blueprint, its entire purpose is to connect every single physical action, like a scan, to a pre-planned financial reaction.
Now, the official fancy name for this is the SAP Enterprise Structure. But honestly, a much better way to think about it is as the company's organizational DNA. It's literally the core code that dictates how every single part of the business communicates with every other part. It's what makes sure that an action over here in logistics creates an immediate, automatic echo over there in finance.
And here's what that blueprint actually looks like in the system. It's basically a hierarchy that translates the real physical world into computer code. See how it works? We start way up at the top with the whole global group. Then we drill down to the specific legal company in Canada, then down to the actual factory in Cambridge, and then all the way down to a tiny specific spot. I'll be shelf 3. Every single piece of the real world gets its own unique digital address. That way, a system knows exactly where that pallet of steel is and precisely what it's worth. Okay, so what this perfectly designed system does is create two very distinct roles. You've got the person who operates inside this blueprint every single day, and then you have the person who actually designs and builds the blueprint in the first place. You've got the player, and you've got the architect. In this table, this really lays out the difference perfectly. On one side, you have the SAP end user, like our warehouse worker. Their focus is all about daily tasks, about execution. Their world is the what. What do I need to scan? What needs to be moved? But then you look at the SAP Consultant. They're the architect. Their entire world is the how. How do we configure the system so that a simple scan actually means something to the finance department? They're the ones who build the logic behind that beep.
And, building that how is a real journey. A consultant's life is all about projects like this one, and they often last for months. It kicks off with preparation, of course, but the really critical early step is that business blueprint phase. This is where they basically become detectives, digging in to understand exactly how the client does things right now. It's only after that that they can move into realization, which is always the longest, most intense phase. That's where they actually build that digital DNA, piece by piece, getting everything ready for the big go live.
So this brings us to a really crucial point. Think about it. So many end users, people in supply chain, business analysts, project managers, they are already experts in their own business processes. They know this stuff inside and out. So the big question is, how do you make that leap? How do you go from being the expert player to becoming the expert architect? Well, this is exactly where something like the program from Cerial Project Service comes into play. It's designed specifically to be that bridge. It's all about taking that deep, real-world business knowledge you already have and transforming it into the technical skill set of an SAP consultant.
And you can really see their whole teaching philosophy right here in this quote. It's not just about teaching you what buttons to press, it's about making sure you understand the why behind it all. I mean, listen to the instructor here, talking about the evolution from the old interface, the GUI, which he calls crazy, to the modern, much more user-friendly Fiori. Understanding that history, that why, that's a huge first step to thinking like an architect.
In this next part, this is a key insight for anyone who wants to become an architect. The training makes it super clear. Yeah, end users live on those nice, pretty user-facing screens. But a consultant, you have to go deeper. You've got to get your hands dirty in the back end, that powerful but way more complex GUI, because that's the engine room. That is where the digital blueprint is actually built.
So what they offer is basically a transformation toolkit. This isn't just about reading theory from a book. It's about getting your hands dirty with actual hands-on system access. You're going to learn to master both worlds, the user-friendly front end and the powerful back end. And this is so critical. You're trained to troubleshoot the same frustrating real-world setup problems that consultants face every single day. And it's all done in a flexible, hybrid learning model. It's all about building practical, usable skills.
All right, so let's bring this all back home. What we have is one incredibly powerful integrated system, but two totally different ways of interacting with it.
So if you want it in a nutshell, here it is. The end user is the expert player. They master the game, inside the world that was created for them. But the consultant, they're the game designer. They are the architect who literally builds the game board, writes all the rules, and makes absolutely sure the entire system works together, just seamlessly.
And that really just leaves us with one final thought, especially for you. If you're a supply chain professional, a business analyst, a project manager, you are already an expert in the what. You know your process, your business better than anyone. So the only real question left is this: are you ready to master the how and become the architect of your own process?